My name is Nwagaba Jerome, taking you through Mathematics Primary 7. We have more questions on application on sets. Let's look at this question here. Today we are going to specifically look at probability. So probability in any given set on Venn diagrams is given by a fraction, whereby the numerator represents the number of chances to happen, and the denominator is the universal, which stands for the total number of chances that can happen. Let's work out our question here on more application on sets. We have our question. We are going to fill this information on our Venn diagram as part A says complete the Venn diagram below. So you can remember the previous lessons about Venn diagrams. Let's fill parts of our Venn diagram using the given information. So we have, in a class of 40 pupils, 25 study mathematics, M, 20 study English, abbreviated with letter E, X pupils study both subjects, and 2 study none of the 2 subjects above. So when we are given this information, we are going to follow step by step. Where there are commas, we shall pick a statement field in our Venn diagram. Let's work it out together. In a class of 40 pupils, we have a comma here, so we are going to get a statement, and we complete our Venn diagram. In a class of 40 pupils, this one stands for the universal set, which we looked at as the symbol for universal set as this. So meaning in the whole class, a class which contains pupils who study mathematics and English and none of the above subjects, this is our whole class as the universal set. And they are saying is 40 pupils. So we shall have our 40 here as our whole class. Then from there, we proceed. 25 study math M, which is mathematics abbreviated with letter M, meaning number of pupils who study mathematics is equal to 25. So we shall fill our 25 here. Then from there, we proceed with our statement. We have 20 study English and is abbreviated with letter E. So we come to our Venn diagram. We have number of pupils who study English is equal to, we are given 20, meaning the whole of this set, they study English. So we shall have our 20 here. Then from here, we shall proceed and say X pupils study both subjects. These ones study both mathematics and English, and they are represented by an unknown X. Then from there, we proceed and say, and 2 study none of the above subjects. We said these pupils don't study the 2, mathematics and English, meaning these pupils are in class, but they don't study English and mathematics, meaning they don't study mathematics and they don't study English, meaning they will be outside but within the class, which means they will be outside our 2 given sets. So after filling the information on the Venn diagram from our statements above, we have the 2 dashes here. These regions in previous classes, we would look at them like mathematics only, and this one is English only. So we shall subtract the intersection as we have 25 minus X, the intersection, so that we have those pupils who like only mathematics. Then this side we shall have 20 for the whole set, then minus those who like both, so that we get the number of pupils who study only English. So if parts of our Venn diagram are all filled, then we can proceed and we look at the next question. Remember, in our Venn diagram, we have an unknowns. We don't know how many pupils stand for X. But let's try out after part A, let's try out part B. Our part B, we shall have Find the probability of choosing at random a pupil who does not like English at all. So these are the pupils who don't like English. This is the set for English, meaning those who don't like English at all will be these ones who like math only, and these ones who don't like any of the two subjects. So, but we still have an unknowns. Let's first find the value of x. How many pupils like both? How many pupils stand for the value of x? Our first step we shall form algebraic expression from this statement. So we shall start from here. When we add math only, plus those who like both, plus these ones who study English only, and these ones who study none, we shall have the total of our class, which is equal to 40. So let's make algebraic expression as 25 minus x, then plus, after adding these ones math only, we got x for both, then plus English only, which is 20 minus x. After there, we still have these ones who study none, plus 2. Then after adding the sum of this one and this one and this one will equal to the whole class, which is equal to 40. Then now we can work out our expression. So we shall correct like terms. An unknown x plus an unknown positive, we shall have our 0. So meaning the positive x pays the debt of negative x. These ones will give us a 0. Then from there, we can correct like terms, the whole number as alone. So we have a whole number, another whole number, another whole number. So we bring them together. So we shall have 25 plus 20 is a positive, plus 20, then plus 2. Then we have minus, after adding the sum of these, then minus x, which is equal to 40, the total number of pupils in the whole class. So we shall have 25 as our side work here. We add them, 25, the sum of 25, 20, and 2. So when we add, we shall have the sum of 5 plus 0, which is 5, plus 2, which is 7. Then 4 will be the sum of 2 and 2. So the sum of 25, 20, and 2 is 47. So 47 minus x is equal to 40. At this step, we can use various ways of getting the value of x. So we can collect like terms, and we take 40, we bring 40 to 47 because they are whole numbers. Then we can take x to our right hand side. So there will be change in signs. So we have 40 as a whole number is finding another whole number, which would be 47. Now, this one is a positive. When it crosses the equal signs, it will be a negative, minus 40, which is equal to an unknown x is a negative. When it crosses the equal signs, it will be positive x, which is equal to x. So now we look for the difference between 47 and 40. So 47 minus 40, we can have it here, 47 minus 40. 7 minus 0 is 7, then 4 minus 4 is 0. So the difference between 47 and 40 is 7, which is equal to x. Then we say therefore the value of x is equal to 7. But our question is saying the probability of choosing at random a pupil who does not like English at all. So let's look at the number of pupils who don't study English at all. So we come and identify in our set, this is the set for English, but they don't, these ones, that pupil does not study English at all. So the opposite of set E, which stands for English. So we shall have 25. The number of people who don't study English at all will be 25 minus X, which stands for mathematics only, then plus 2. Then we enclose the big brackets for the units, and these are pupils. Then from there, we have the value of X as 7. So we shall have 25 minus 7, then plus 2. These are pupils. So we shall have 25 minus 7, which would be, shall come this one, we have 25 minus 7. So we shall have here 1, and this one would be 15. So our answer here we shall have 8. Then here it will be 1. So we shall have our final answer here as 18. 18 is the difference between 25 and 7, then plus 2. These are pupils. So the sum of 18 and 2 is 20. Then our units would be pupils. So this 20 stands for the number of pupils who don't study English at all. Now at this time, we come to the question on probability. So we shall have probability, abbreviated as probability is equal to, we said probability of any given event on a Venn diagram stands for the number of events or the desired chances, which will be number of events out of the total number of events. This one, probability, stands for number of events that can happen, then out of the number of total events, which we call sometimes the sample space. And we said the total sample space in a Venn diagram is at this time the universal set. So number of events, by the guidance of this statement, who does not like English at all, they are mathematics only, and those who don't study any of the two. So the sum is 20. So the number of events that can happen that a child who does not like English is 20. Then divided by, at this time, the total sample space, the total number of pupils in the whole class, which is 40. Thank you.